today's video is gonna be, I guess, kind of like a chit chat, cook with me, if you will. I'm cooking dinner right now, and just a quick little overview. I will show you. I'm making this jambalaya, New Orleans style jambalaya, like rice mix that I got from Aldi. We shop at Aldi for probably like at least 80% of our groceries. It's really affordable. We're really trying to buckle down on our food budget because we tend to spend a lot of money there. But so yeah, I got that from Aldi. It was like $1.19. And the ingredients just call for you to add your choice of meat. But actually what I'm cooking in the pan is I cut up 1/4 of a yellow onion, half of a green pepper, a green bell pepper, and I also got I believe it's the Petrich Farm. They're called Petrich Farm, the little smoky sausages. I got the sausages on like a manager special for like $2. So I cut up about, I don't know, maybe 12 of those. I cut them into fours. Each little sausage I cut into fours. And then I had a little bit of shrimp left over that I defrosted, and probably about maybe 7 or 8 large shrimp. And so I just cut those in half as well. So what I'm doing right now is sauteing the onion, the pepper, and the sausage. And then I'm going to just follow the recipe on the box, and I'll show you guys how it turns out at the end. But I'm also going to talk to you about a few other things while I am cooking. So if I jump out of the frame a few times, it's just because I'm getting like water and things like that to add to the pan here to get the rice part of this started. So, okay, just 1 second, guys. So I just added the water. I haven't added the shrimp yet because shrimp cooks really fast, and if you overcook it, it gets really chewy. So I'm gonna wait until this boils. I'll add the rice, and then probably once the rice is about halfway cooked, I will add the shrimp because it doesn't take long to cook. So I'm gonna wait for this to boil. In the meantime, I am gonna talk to you guys. Sorry I'm touching my hair a lot. I just trying to get these to lay right. Anyway, oh, I just got a haircut. Well, not just, but like a week ago. So my hair is looking pretty healthy. My hair, just an update on my like hair loss and stuff since surgery. It has started to fizzle out a lot from what it was. I still am, if you look closely, like you can see all these baby hairs that kind of look like flyaways, but that's literally, it's not even baby hairs. That was my regular hair that broke off, just mostly in the front. My shedding has decreased quite a lot. It's a work in progress all the time. I'm really trying to do good with taking vitamins and stuff like that. Drinking enough water, you know, yada, 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 to help with the shedding. So it's not as bad as it was at like 5 months out. So it is improving, and my hair is actually growing back in the front. So that's always good. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is, sorry for this theme coming up, but so I believe in one of my older videos, I did talk about changes with hormones and birth control and things like that. But let me just recap. So the birth control of choice that I use is called Nexplanon. They stick a little plastic catheter in your arm, and it stays there for 3 years and releases hormones over the course of 3 years. It's put in right in the doctor's office. It's taken out right in the doctor's office, and it can be taken out whenever you want. And it's claimed that, you know, you can get pregnant really, you know, pretty quickly after taking it out. Not that I'm trying to get pregnant, but just for a little information if you're looking for a new birth control. So I got this placed the first time in 2015. I spotted a little bit here and there, kind of off and on, and then I just didn't get anything for almost 2.5 years. Um, Except for right before surgery, my VSG surgery last year, in 2018. I did actually end up getting a period the day before I went in for surgery, and I had a period for probably maybe a week and a half or so, but it wasn't anything like my previous periods used to be before I was on birth control. It was pretty light, manageable, whatever. And then I was kind of sporadically getting periods like every 2 months, just very inconsistent. Now I'm at the point again where I am kind of getting periods irregularly again. So, like, I had a period, I probably didn't have a period for November or December. And then I had a period at the beginning of January that lasted me probably a week. For February, I got a period again around the same time, but that period lasted me probably a week and a half, maybe closer to the 2 week mark. Now it's not heavy bleeding, so that's the only saving grace in this, and I think the only reason why I haven't gone to the doctor sooner, because the bleeding isn't heavy, but it's still inconvenient and it's annoying. So that last period lasted about a week and a half to 2 weeks. I stopped bleeding for maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe. And then I had a period again for probably another week. And I also have been just feeling really, really run down, tired. I've been getting really, really severe headaches. Now, I do drink caffeine. I drink coffee almost every day. But usually I only drink like 1 cup, and when I say 1 cup, I literally mean like 8 ounces, the actual cup. Most of us drink a lot more coffee than we're supposed to in a serving, but I can't ever really finish more than 8 ounces. But I usually do drink a cup of coffee a day, and even when I was trying to wean myself off from that, when I was having the issues with my stomach, it was hard to kind of tell, because I drink coffee. I really struggle with getting enough water. I'm inconsistent with my vitamins. But I do think that this birth control may be causing some of my issues with my moods and my hormones and my emotions, and just my overall feeling of wellness. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm 170 pounds. So I have lost 108 pounds. That's a lot of weight, and my body is a lot different than it was at 278 pounds. And although beforehand I loved this method of birth control, and trust me, when I'm not having a period for 2 weeks, I still love it because I don't have to think about it. But I decided that I'm gonna make an appointment. Actually, I did make an appointment with my OB for the end of the month, just to kind of talk and reevaluate the situation and see what my options may be. At this point, I'm willing to get this taken out, and just go back to pills. It would be a little annoying, but I have to take vitamins anyway every day, so it's whatever. And most days I'm up by the same time, even on the weekends. Originally, I wanted this because I worked 12-hour night shifts at the hospital, then I was working 12-hour day shifts, and I worked different days, and it was just, it was kind of hard to figure out when would be the best time for me to take a pill, because you're supposed to take it at the same time every day. So that's why originally I went with this, and also it's good for 3 years, so whatever. But I'm gonna make an appointment. And it's not till the end of the month, unfortunately, so it's going to be a little while before I can check back in and give you the update on how it went and my decisions and things like that, but I definitely will update. I just really think my body is responding a lot different to it than it had when I was 108 pounds heavier. But I need to figure it out, because quite honestly, the headaches that I'm getting and the way that I feel overall my energy levels and things like that. I just feel really crappy. And also, something I'm concerned with is prior to surgery, I was already anemic, iron deficiency anemia. And now, after the surgery, obviously I have to take extra iron because of my deficiency. But now, on top of this, I am bleeding more often than I need to be, and I think that's also contributing to the way that I'm feeling, because I'm sure at this point that my hemoglobin levels are probably a little out of whack. I haven't had lab work in about 4 months. I also go for lab work next month, so I guess we'll see how that's doing. But I just think it's kind of a combination of everything. And although it's very convenient to have this birth control, if it's not what's best for my body anymore, I need to figure out a plan, because I feel really, really crappy. Um, so I just wanted to make this video to kind of put it out there into the universe. Not everybody always talks about these major changes or talks about sensitive things like birth control. And so I do want to, bring it to the table as a topic of discussion. If any of you guys have had issues with the way birth control has affected you after losing 100 pounds or more, or, even a large amount of weight loss, 50 pounds or 60 pounds, please leave any of your suggestions in the comments. I'm not against being on birth control. I don't want to have no babies yet. So if you guys have tried any methods that have worked for you, please leave it in the comments below, because it would be really helpful, especially for when I go to my appointment at the end of the month. So that would be awesome if you guys could do that. But yeah, so my appointment's at the end of the month. And after my appointment and whatever I decide to discuss with my doctor, I will make another video recapping on that and updating you guys on how that went for me, or what my next steps are going to be for that. So I'll see you guys in the next video.